that yourself.
Listen, I should probably thank you for saving me from a fate worse than death. But next time, please, please don't try and be a hero.
Oh, I didn't do that for you. Oh, I just couldn't stand to see the psycho slut with her hands all over my boyfriend.
I love you.
I love you, too.
I see the patient has finally opened his eyes. Is there anything I can get you, Noah?
A new arm would be great if they had one out there.
Actually, the doctor says your arm is going to be just fine. You're a very lucky young man. You know that?
Yeah, I do.
Ooh, I think that's my cue to give you guys some privacy.
No, please, don't feel like you have to leave.
No, there are a lot of people out there that want to know that you boys are fine and doing well, so I better get started making all those calls. Take good care of each other.
So, when are you gonna say it?
I thought I already did.
No, not I love you.
And what?
That I was right about about Damien. He really came through for us.
You're right. You did.
So what are you gonna do about it?
I don't know.
Damien, you get a hold of yourself now, or I book you for assault.
Well, at least you'll be arresting me for something I actually did, instead of listening to lies.
I told you he was crazy. If you want me to testify against him, I'm gonna need protection.
Give it up, Cousin Damien. The plan didn't work.
I had no plan.
I didn't want to do it. But he told me it was the best way to get the money that belonged to my mother's. Never should have believed him.
Shut your mouth, you little.
What's going on?
I've been accused of planning the kidnapping.
Well, if it's not true, then you have nothing to worry about.
Lily saw the evidence. She can back me up. Please call her. Get her down here as soon as possible.
Sorry, David. No can do.
Of course you can't. After everything I've done, why would you help me?
Are you kidding me? The two of them are actually accusing Damien of being involved in the kidnapping?
What? Hey, it could be true, for all we know.
You sound like you want it to be true.
Of course not. But we need to stay open to the possibility.
No, Dad, there is no possibility. Damien wasn't in on this.
All right, then fine. Then Margot needs to prove that.
Well, I want to go down and talk to her.
No, don't do that. Damien is with his lawyer, and they're trying to work it out. I'm sure he will work it out. He always does.
I think Luke should go if he wants to.
Will you tell Noah that I'll be right back?
Why are you encouraging him?
Why are you trying to stop him? He's just trying to help the man who saved his life.
Yeah, the same man who put his life in jeopardy more than once. Lily, haven't we had enough of Damien's dramas?
I think Luke needs to do what he thinks is right.
Fine. But I'm not going to let him do it alone.
Holden, wait.
The only reason why I came back to Oakdale is to reconcile with my son. Why is that so impossible for anyone to believe?
It's not so impossible. It's just highly unlikely. Well, my, isn't this interesting?
What is it? Why is Luke here?
I don't know. I'll find out. Luke, what can I do for you?
You can let Damien go.
No, I'm afraid that's not possible. According to your kidnappers, he's the mastermind behind this whole thing.
Well, the kidnappers are lying. Zach and Zoe, or whatever her name is, worked alone without any help from Damien.
How do you know that?
Well, Zoe didn't exactly hide the fact that she hates Damien. She thinks he stole a portion of the Grimaldi inheritance that was supposed to go to her mother.
Then maybe he coached her to deflect suspicion away from him.
Well, why would they frame him by using Lakeview Stationery? Why would they try to kill him?
You mean the stabbing? Well, Luke, you told me yourself that he maybe hired someone to do that.
I know. I've been distrustful of Damien since the moment he stepped into this town. But I was trapped with those people for days. There's no doubt in my mind. They didn't keep any secrets from us.
Maybe that's because they never expected either of you to live to tell anyone.
And that's how I know that Damien isn't involved. Zach and Zoe worked alone.
Okay. Thanks, Luke. Would you like to talk to him?
No, thank you.
Are you sure?
It's okay if you want to.
The only thing I want to do right now is go back to Noah.
You made the right decision.
Would you reread the statement one more time and make sure everything is there?
Gladly. I want to make sure those two gets what they deserve.
We should be going.
You know what? Why don't you go on without me? I need to talk to Damien.
Holden.
Lily, it'll be okay. I promise.
All right. I'll see you back at the hospital.
Damien, wait. I owe you an apology.
So you finally believe it had nothing to do with the kidnapping?
Yes. And I am very grateful for everything you did to rescue Luke and Noah. I just wish you would have done it without putting Lily at risk.
Well, if you hadn't interfered... I'm sorry, I had no right to put your wife in danger.
Apology accepted. Maybe if I hadn't taken such a hard line, Lily would have confided in me about your plan. I'm partly to blame for not giving you the benefit of the doubt.
Well, I've given you enough reason over the years not to trust me. But I would never do anything to hurt Luke or Lily. I hope over time I will be able to convince you that I've changed.
Maybe there's a way to do that. I have a suggestion.
What is it?
Leave Oakdale.
Leave?
Yes, I know that it's not deliberate, but your presence here, it puts people that we care about at risk.
I understand.
I will send your statement over to the DA's office. I'm not sure if you'll be called for trial or not, but keep yourself available.
I will. But if I'm required to return, allow time for me to make travel arrangements. I'm leaving town as soon as possible.
So I told Margot that Damien had nothing to do with the kidnapping.
I can't believe she believed a word Zachar Zoe said.
Well, I can. I mean, think about it, Noah. Those two are expert pretenders. Their whole life was an act.
It's true.
And with all the suspicions I had about Damien, can't blame Margot for hers.
I bet he was happy you stood up for him.
Yeah, I guess.
You guess? What did he say when you went to bat?
Oh, I didn't. I just told Margot what I knew and left.
Without talking to Damien at all?
Well, what am I supposed to say to him? I mean, I don't know what kind of relationship we can have, if any at all, so... What, Noah? I can hear you thinking. What?
I think before you start worrying about where things could lead, you should get to know him better.
Why?
You're never gonna get to know Damien. I mean, who he is, what he is, who you are. That whole side of the family, I mean, if you don't try, everything that's happened to us the past couple of weeks is telling you that. Maybe you should listen.
Everything okay?
Everything's fine.
So Mom told me that you stayed to talk to Damien.
I did. I suggested that now that you and Noah are back home safe, that it might be best for everyone, including Damien, that he leave.
What did he say?
He agreed.
When is he leaving?
He told Margot as soon as possible. So I think we've seen the last of Damien Grimaldi, unless either one of you can think of a reason for him to stay.
He doesn't need to stay on my account.
Well, good. Then it's settled. I think I'm gonna head home and check on Ethan and the girls. I'll see both of you back at the house. Can't tell you how happy I am to say that.
I should get going too soon, unless you want me to wait with you while you're waiting to hear how Noah's doing?
Oh, no, we'll be fine. Mom, do you think Dad's right? Do you think Damien should leave?
Maybe it's for the best.